Hey y'all, it's Catherine here at Indoor Kitty Cat, and welcome to my third and final part of my speed build for More Than Meets the Eye. This has been a long time coming, so let's curl up, get cozy, and play some Sims. Alright, so 10 hours later, I finally decorated the interior of the Moore building. This has been a passion project, honestly, because I finally was able to build with the realm of magic and the vampire items and paranormal, and I was very excited to finally complete the interior and really pull it all together. So, the first thing I wanted to make sure that I did was change all of the windows that I already had selected into the Realm of Magic windows because I figure when else am I going to use these unless I build a little witchy cottage at some point further down in the Let's Play. So I put those in and I'm like, I'm going to make this interior what I want it to be. So I selected my favorite wood flooring, which is the Jungle Adventure purple tone. I think this is the prettiest wood flooring in the Sims 4 pack. And so I selected that. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my best to try to go room by room. I did pretty darn well, but I might jump around a little bit. Overall, I think I did pretty well. So I used the trees from the Parenthood pack and then wallpaper from the Realm of Magic. And then I did vampires for temporary in the dining room. And I was messing around with what I wanted for the kitchen. Went back to Realm of Magic for the living area. The beautiful blue and purple, which I absolutely love, and I would love to have that in my own house, honestly. The colors, I think, of that wallpaper are so stunning. Um, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I really wanted a colorful interior since the external of the house was so basic looking other than the landscaping. I really wanted to have a colorful interior. So I really wanted to have a colorful kitchen and I really wanted to make these swatches work, but I realized that the stove swatch on the Realm of Magic does not have a matching fridge swatch. And it was very, very frustrating. And that because I really wanted to work with this kitchen counter but I don't know. I jumped back and forth a lot with making the kitchen work because there are also matching upper cabinets as well for the Realm of Magic, which is really weird to me. So I had to make do with finding a different non-matching one. So I picked out a ravishing custom content cabinet, which had a lot of customization options. And it was wild. I swear, I spent at least an hour alone on the kitchen cabinets on the walls. So I had to cut a lot of that out. Um, but I feel like the blue goes really well with the tile in the kitchen and the lighter cream, even though it wasn't what I wanted initially, I do think it coordinates quite well. This is a rustic table, CC, and then tiny travelers chairs by Harry and Felix Andre. I really liked the blue, how it matched the wallpaper, and then paranormal lights there. And I pulled out the Realm of Magic stools for the counters and started to pull out a few clutter items for the cabinets. Sad thing is, a lot of the clutter won't be visible if I'm playing with walls down, which I'm kind of bummed about. But we know it will be there. We'll see a picture of all the clutter at the end. So, the living family room TV area here, I had a heck of a time figuring out how I wanted it laid out, which honestly I kind of enjoyed a little bit because it's a real house layout. So, and we don't always get the optimal house layouts for furniture. So I was messing around with the sectional Supreme Home Decorator and playing around with um, what sectional I wanted in there and how I wanted things to be arranged. Um, I still don't think I have the layout I'll probably keep. Hard to say when we actually get into gameplay and everything. Um, I didn't know where I wanted the television in relation to the fireplace. Um, but then I finally decided on having it in the little cubby over in that, yeah, the little cubby area. So I finally picked on this layout for the couch. I'm still not sold on it. It works for now, but I do like my pink couch. I have a purple couch in real life in my own house, so having a colorful couch is not a step out of the unusual for me. And having that pink in there, I think it just really coordinates with the flooring. Um, I do think I wanted to have an armchair, but it didn't work out. But I did use this living room television from Hey Harry and Felix Andre, and I thought that was really nice. And the paranormal rug, I felt like really started to pull things together. So even if the layout wasn't perfect, I do think I got a nice bones of it. Since we had the TV room, I figured we could have a formal living area with the piano here and just a nice little place to play music. I really love the build assets from Paranormal. I was very excited that I finally got to use them. I haven't had a chance to really build with them very often, and so I was very glad to use the couch and rug from Paranormal in this build because they are done beautifully. Um, let's see here. Looks like I am, oh yes, adding a few of the little necessary items like umbrellas and a thermostat, and adding in the nice little entry table to place your phone and keys. This is also CC from Living Room, Harry and Felix Andre, the dipped painting and the leaning all wall artwork. I thought the colors really coordinated well in that living area. So this was a cut into another filming day where I was pulling out things that I wanted in the build to make sure I didn't lose them. Because sometimes when I'm scrolling through, I'm like, oh, I want to use that in the build. So I put it in the garage. I thought that was a fitting use of the Sims garage. Um, and then I started work on the seance room. I haven't had a chance to play with the paranormal haunted aspect. So I wanted to make sure that I have a seance room. And I love how this room turned out. It really is so much fun. I love having the red in there and the yellow. And oh, it just really, it really just makes me so really very happy. Like, I keep stuttering over my words with how happy all of it makes me. Um, just all of the assets are beautiful. The little baby cow plant, the chair, the potted fern, like it's just gorgeous. Um, Added in some of these beautiful wall sconces. I am really bad about adding wall lighting most of the time, and I was like making an effort and a point to add in wall lighting in this. I usually just do the super subtle saucer light, and that's it. Oh my gosh, okay. That blue wallpaper just really pulls that whole room together. I feel like OMG. I think that's my favorite room in the whole house. So here I was looking at my realm of magic pictures, and I was like, oh, I think these will look really, really nice over here. So I arranged those very carefully and added a little bit of decor to the side tables of the couch. Um, it was hard to find a coffee table that I enjoyed, but I decided having a coffee table would be better than no coffee table. So let's see here. Looks like, yep, I wanted to move the little curio cabinet with like all the herbs and potions into the pantry. And then I was messing around with the swatches of the kitchen yet again. Since I'd added wall sconces in the seance room, I'd added a couple into the TV room. And then it was time to work on Paul's office. So in here, I have Realm of Magic desk and bookcase, and I moved that picture that I had initially had in the TV room into the office area here. And I thought that the moon cycle would be really great for it, especially given Paul's actual characteristics. I haven't decided yet if I'm actually going to do the cast video or not. I did it ages ago. It's just waiting for me to narrate it. Or if I'll just jump into gameplay because this has been such a long time coming at this point. I just kind of want to just jump into it. So let me know if you want me to do the the cast video of me creating the family, um, or if you just want to go into gameplay and I can just show you them all in a little introduction there at the beginning. This tapestry from Vampire, really, really cool, as is that portrait setting right there. These shelves are ravishing custom content. They keep things forever fresh, which is really nice, and it stops Sims from grabbing things. So if you have a cake that you want to keep from being eaten for a birthday or a wedding, you can put it on there, and that will be great. I wanted to create a little laundry room. Uh, I hate doing laundry in real life. I don't know why I build laundry rooms in The Sims, but there you go. Um, my Sims always get a weird bug where they carry the laundry bag sideways. I don't know if anyone else's Sims do that, but mine definitely do. I used a version of the washer and dryer that Ravishing modified so that they can go underneath counters. So they're called the counterfeit washer and dryer, which is really funny. Ravishing's naming of things are phenomenal as well. They're very punny, which I enjoy. That way I could add the clutter into the laundry room. The wallpaper in the laundry room is also called the pretty and plaster. I put those in kind of all the little transitionary areas to kind of tie together the house. Here I started going back into the kitchen to kind of uh, clutter that up and add in the elements that make it look like it's a functional, livable kitchen. I fast forward through a lot of the boring, which things am I going to use, sort of waffling back and forth. I think I did better this go around at being a little more focused. I'm still not a super focused builder. I still get distracted and like, oh, I want to put this someplace. But I think I did a lot better than I usually do. So, but a lot of custom content and a lot of game packs as well. Um, I use stuff from various custom content creators, like I think Peacemaker, Hey Harry, and Felix Andre, Ravishing, just yeah, a bunch of wonderful custom content makers. I'll be sure to link all the ones that I used in the description below. I also used a lot of pack things. I wanted to have a very kitchen witch vibe for all of this. Lots of plants, herbs, and things to cook with, and a coffee pot because every witch needs a magic brew. Uh, I know I can't get by without my coffee, although right now I'm actually drinking white chocolate peppermint tea. Back into the living room, TV room, excuse me, adding in some candles and lighting and lanterns. I love having candles all over in my place. I thought I should add some of those into their TV room. I wanted to add just a little something in that hallway there just to brighten it up a little bit, so I added in those plants there. Finishing up the kitchen, just final little tweaks to make it look like it's a lived-in house. On to the upstairs. So I have this little alcove where I put this pretty little plant from Dream Home Decorator, and I just kept the upstairs walls white since we had all that dramatic wallpaper with borders, and I couldn't continue that wallpaper up in that vaulted area. So I just added just some plain white paint for that upper area. Plus, I just think it elevates it and keeps it more open on the downstairs. Here I am making the twins' bathroom. They will have a shared bathroom. I also gave them a shared room. I figured since they are twins, they would probably feel comfortable just keeping a shared room. Eventually, they might have different rooms when they age up to teenagers. But for right now, being children, I figure they can just share a room and that they are close enough to want to do that. Wanted to create some separation from the toilet and the sinks. This is actually kind of reminiscent of a childhood bathroom where we had like a little cubby in area in the bathroom. It wasn't its own separate area, but it was separate from the sink a little bit, kind of slightly hidden. I really love those little wall lights from Realm Magic. I think the little lightning bug lights are very, very adorable. Um, so now it was time for the master bedroom, and I really wanted rich reds and golds in it and yellows. I almost contemplated changing all of the doors and windows to be this dark wood, but I changed my mind and changed it back to white. I literally started changing all of them. I cut all of that out because I'm like, no, 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 no. I need the white. Um, but I love that Realm of Magic bed. I think that is just so stunning and extra. I want it. If I could have my way, that's the bed I would have. I also wanted them to have a little sitting area for if they are reading any books or anything like that. Um, that would be a dream of mine to keep a sitting area in my room. However, any chair I have always becomes a closed chair. Clothes just get piled up in it. Something I would love to have would be a vanity area. I would absolutely love to have an established place for my makeup. There I have a little magic room for Liz. Paul has his office downstairs. Liz has her magic room up here. Paul is more into science, and I might get him a robotics station actually at some point, whereas Liz is definitely into magic. This is the Pufferhead CC pack. In The Sims, there is a poster with Henry Puffer on it, and someone created a full CC pack with all the houses and everything for the Pufferhead pack. I figured what better place to use the Pufferhead CC content than in my Supernatural family gameplay. So here they have a full-on Pufferhead room. I looked at the traits for each of the houses and based on the twins' primary trait, picked out what house they would probably be in, and thus gave them the colors accordingly. I cannot recall the names of the houses right now. When we get into gameplay, I will be sure to say which house they are in. Um, but I will link to the pack and the quiz. You could take which Pufferhead house you belong in. But isn't this just so charming? It's quite magical. It's very well done. It's very beautiful. The name of the creator is just absolutely slipping my mind, but kudos to them. They are incredible, and I will be linking them in the description so you can check out their work. It is remarkable, and I had so much fun putting on all the little bits and bobs in here and really adding clutter and things in the pillows. I just love it so much. I love these. They look like the little they're the puffer puppet pals. And I love that this mirror is a plumb bob. Picked out various photos to hang on the little photo clip wall, and then adding in posters and things like that. Might add more snow globes as time goes on, and of course pulled in a Realm of Magic rug that I thought really kind of pulled the room together. Uh, this is just such a stunning room. I would love a room like that. So this other room now is the children's play slash study room. There is a game there in the middle. Now I'm putting up all of the movie posters uh, and making some adjustments for the room because of how I was putting up the movie posters. And just keeping it very a functional workspace. They do have their little playhouse in the backyard, so I wasn't too worried about adding too many toys or anything in there. Uh, Working on Liz and Paul's walk-in closet, I was using Ravishing's customizable closet clothing items because I wanted to pick each individual item. And then this is a Space Galaxy CC lamp. I used other elements of the Space CC in this build. Again, I will be linking all of the custom content creators that I used as much as possible. I will be looking them all up and putting those in the description so you do not miss out on any of those. Kind of the final thing to do was to create this landing area. So I got a very fancy chaise, how do you pronounce it? I go back and forth depending on how much I'm thinking about it. And then I wanted to mirror the trees on the downstairs area. So I put those up on top and then added in a ravishing painting with the little Hansa and the eye right there. Added in some tree decals to make it look very magical, a rug under the kitchen table, some bicycles, and I was like, wait a minute, I really want to use these wind chimes and this bird feeder and get a birdhouse because I never use these items, and I'm like trying really hard to use items that I never use. I want to use them. But then I added a ravishing CC birdhouse that actually replicates the tree from Cottage Living with all of those birds. So I added that in. But the build is done. The living room, I love how that came out. I love that paranormal rug. I think it is absolutely stunning. Giant chandelier, my favorite room. I love how the colors turned out. I think it is stunning. Here is the great room where you can see the table and kitchen, the TV room. I love how the custom content and the game packs all tie in together. This kitchen is the most I've ever decorated a kitchen ever. A nice office for Paul where he can mix up drinks and study, no problem. A living room, a laundry room that is very traditional. Beautiful little landing to come up onto. Love that CC from Ravishing. This bedroom, oh, isn't it just opulent and luxurious? Gorgeous bathroom, lots of pinks and reds, absolutely beautiful. Ah, that bedroom, childhood made right there. Oh, I just had to do 2 views of that one just because of how stunning that room turned out. A very nice bathroom for the children to be using. There is Liz's magic room with a moonlight on the wall, and of course, the children's study/game room. So there you have it. All said and done, I have probably spent about 15 to 18 hours working on this build. There were times I wasn't recording when I was building because I'm like, I'm going to have way too much content, and I still had to cut a bunch out. But yeah, interior was at least 6 to 8 hours, and the exterior shell and the landscaping was at least another 2 to 3 hours each. So that gives you an idea of how particular I am when I am building and how much care I take into it. Like I said, passion project, but it is done, and I cannot wait to start playing more than meets the eye just in time for spooky season. Yay! If you're enjoying these types of videos, don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well as to like and turn on notifications so you do not miss out on any of them and so I don't get lost in the algorithms of YouTube. I cannot succeed without your support and I so appreciate it. Also, be sure to answer my question of the day. It changes for every video and that will be in the pinned comment. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget to leave any feedback that you desire in the comments as well for future gameplay. I love taking it into account. I hope you loved this build as much as I do. I'm going to go now, but until next time, stay cozy, be kind to yourself, and play again soon.